Hi, hey, hello, my name is Annuie. So, I read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder a little, like a year or two ago, 3 years ago, and I rated it 5 stars, and I loved it. And then I read Good Girl, Bad Blood, and I rated it like 4.5 stars. But the final book, As Good as Dead, has been sitting on my shelf for a hot minute. And I was thinking about the books that I'm planning on reading and how I don't want to start a new series because I'm already in the middle of 2 series right now. I have clinical anxiety and paranoia, and one of the things that is really big in my paranoia is that I'm scared I'm gonna get murdered. It's a big, big thing. It really riles me up. And so I've had to stop listening to true crime as per my therapist's instructions. So, but I read The Naturals and I felt fine reading that. I was like, okay, cool, I'm chilling. So I figured, why not, finish the trilogy, check that off my list, because I've heard it's really good. My friend said that there's a happy ending, but I really think she's lying. So if you're watching this, I don't trust you. And you will be getting a voice memo when I'm done, and there is no happy ending. So I hope you're ready for that. I won't be updating you guys on every little point in the series, in the book, because you don't have the other ones for reference. But I will be updating you guys with theories on what I think is gonna happen, and then I will also mainly be updating you guys on my mental state as we go on. This might be a little contradictory to be reading this with the knowledge that true crime kind of messes up my mental state. But I really like true crime, and I really want to get over this bump. But I do want to enjoy The Naturals, and I do want to enjoy some more of Holly Jackson's work, because I really love her work. This is kind of a social experiment. My prediction is that Max is going to be stalking Pip, because I know she gets stalked in this one. We're going to make this journey together, okay? Are you ready to make this journey with me? I think you should be ready, because I'm ready. My therapist isn't ready, but I'm ready. I'm like, hey, what's up? Since your pretty eyes, as soon as you came in the door, I am slowly but surely getting through As Good as Dead. It's a very sad book. It's making me very sad. It's making me more sad than paranoid. So I can only read 1 chapter a day because it's so sad. Start to finish, I know it's gonna be sad. I know it's gonna make me depressed. Not depressed, but it's gonna make me sad. Right now, I'm 84 pages in, and I just finished the part where Pip makes her list of enemies, people that might want to stalk her, and she talks to Detective Hawkins, who sucks booty. But my mental state is fine. I've been doing fine. I haven't been paranoid. I always think cars behind me are gonna follow me home, but I've had that fear for a while. That fear started before I started reading this book, before I even had the idea of reading the book. I have a theory. It's not really a theory about the mystery, it's just a theory about the time. I have 2 theories, which are the only 2 options. I think that Pip is either going to have to figure this out before college, so it's going to be a race against time, or she's going to skip college to deal with this, which I hope really isn't the case, or just time doesn't matter and she's just going to do whatever. But I'm thinking it's going to be a race against time, because she has to have a happy ending, right? I read on page 94, Pip could feel Ravi's arm tensing against hers. He hated confrontation, hated it, and even so, Pip knew he would go to war for her if she ever asked. So what I do know about this book is that Pippa, my dear girl Pippa, and Ravi do kill someone. And that means that he killed someone for her, or he dealt with that for her, the chance of legal consequences for her. And that just really upsets me. I have a thought that the obvious thing is, like, the obvious thing you want to guess is Max Hastings. But I think that's obviously, like, an obvious red herring, but there's also a possibility that it could set you up to be like, this is a red herring, so it's actually going to be Max. Or she kills her stalker, so it can't be Max, because I know the last thing is, like, the court, the state of Connecticut against Max Hastings. So he can't be the serial killer and the stalker, because I'm pretty sure Pip kills him. And then I was thinking maybe Charlie Green, because they're really hammering home the fact that it can't be Charlie, which I think is like a diversion. So those are some of my theories. I honestly don't, I think it will either be Charlie or Max, or a completely different person that, like, isn't mentioned in her list of enemies, like a completely new person. So I'm thinking it could be Max. I don't think it would be his parents, but I'm only 100 pages in, and, like, nothing big has happened yet. I don't think it could be his parents, because that just feels like taking it too far. Like, for your kid, like, I don't know. I don't think it's Aunt. I don't think it's Lauren, because that just feels like, I don't feel like they care enough to do that. I don't know if it could be Tom. I feel like it couldn't be Tom. He could be really angry. Tom is a possibility, I think. I really don't think it's Dan. I don't think it's Dan. I don't think it's Detective De Silva. I don't think it's Leslie from Stop and Shop. I don't think it's Mary, because I think she's, like, older, and I don't think an older person, like, I don't think in this book an older person would go through the lengths like that. Like, I picture her as, like, 40 or 50, somewhere around there. And I don't think she would go through all that just to do that. I don't think it's Jason Bell, because I know that he dies. And I think Pip could be covering his murder as, like, to cover up her murder, but I'm pretty sure she would kill someone a lot later. And then I don't think it would be Dawn. And then Charlie Green, I think it could be Charlie. Detective Richard Hawkins, I honestly don't think, he sucks, obviously. Detective Hawkins sucks. But I don't think, like, that. I don't know. Because he's a police officer. And, like, yeah, he does want to investigate who's stalking her, but I don't think he'd go out of his way to, like, do that. You know? I haven't read the second book in a hot minute, so I honestly don't remember. I remember a lot of the characters. Like, I don't remember what happened with Jamie Reynolds at all. Like, I don't remember the big plot point with that. Those are my thoughts right now. I think I'm gonna write this all down in a notebook and kind of go from there. Hi.
That wonderful girl, could she be any cuter?
The next 2 chapters of A Good Girl Decides Murder. Yes, I read a little bit ahead when I was looking at how many pages the next chapter were. Sue me! Okay, you can burn me at the stake. Guards! Seize her! And I'm scared, because I know it's gonna start picking up, and I'm gonna start feeling things, and that scares me. I'm scared. Which means I'm either gonna read it and not put it down, or I'm gonna not read it for a good week. I just took a shower. I'm gonna read, and I'm gonna play happy music so that I feel better about it. I hope she gets her happy ending, but I really don't know if she will. Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't fall in love. Don't fall in love. I'm gonna put this pen on this book, and you're gonna like it, okay?
Congratulations! Looks like you found yourself a gem. You can keep that gem for your collection.
He's funny. Robbie's funny. Underlining. Okay, time to read the article. Okay, but Pip's like 18. That's like not in his vibe. It's not in his MO. But they can change. Or not in his profile. I don't know what it's called. I read the naturals and nothing went into my mind. He likes. Oh. I wrote in the book. Yeah, my handwriting's in there. Didn't Riddler wrap someone's face in duct tape in Batman 2022? Or does he just look like he has duct tape on him? I can't remember. He didn't confess. This motherfucker did not. Wait, I have a notebook that I'm keeping things down in. Okay. So, this is my suspect list. Okay, I have my suspect list. Now we have killer stuff. Maybe they got. That's not how you spell that. Got the wrong guy. The same night Andy Bell died. What? We're gonna find out that he's innocent. First off, it is super easy to read a book once you actually sit down and get into it. You know? Like, that's something I've noticed with romance books, and a big reason, or like contemporary books, and a big reason why they don't really jet for me is because once you get into it, like, it's easy to get out of it. You know? Like, there's not a big overarching thing going on. Like, there's not a big mystery being solved. There's not, like, it's just a romance going on. This book says the F word a lot, which I've noticed. I don't remember seeing in the other books, but it kind of reminds me of, like, makes me think of, like, when a kid learns that they can curse for the first time, so they say that word all the time. Dan DeSilva is on my list. He now has a star instead of an X. And then Jason Bell has a question mark instead of an X. So far my top 3 suspects are Max Hastings, Charlie Green, and Dan DeSilva. And my maybe one is Jason Bell. I'm moving Jason to a maybe because maybe Pip kills him and then, like, post about it on a podcast or does a thing on our podcast. And then also, it is now a race against time because I guess it's like she says there's 1 week, and I'm guessing I'd say like 1 week until April 18th, but then that'd feel weird that she'd be leaving for like school so early. That'd be like May. But Pip goes to therapy at the end, maybe? Yes? No? Maybe so? Seeing some yes faces over here.
Somebody shut her up, bro.
Okay. Alright. Let's go, therapy. Also, Pip's psychiatrist not prescribing her any more medication because she needs to deal with this herself. If she needs to deal with it herself, give her help to do that. Give her therapy. Like, I know you can't force someone into therapy unless it's court ordered. I think I hear a female voice in my house. It's probably my mom. Shut up, Miss. I can only read 1 chapter a day because it's so sad. Annuie, shut your yaps. Okay? Okay, so Andy has a pale purple hairbrush, and I'm not sure what that means, but the other girl had a lilac hairbrush. So, and then Charlie Green has just been caught. So, I'm gonna put a question mark next to his name because I'm thinking it's not him, but I don't want to completely rule him out yet because Holly Jackson might be sneaky. Hey gangsters, a couple updates. I have not read any more of As Good as Dead. I went to therapy, as one does, and my therapist was like, so what's been going on? And I'm like, I've been having some scary thoughts recently. And I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe this book is doing something to me. And then also I learned that if you consume a lot of true crime at a relatively young age, then that will mess with your mind. I got the entire book spoiled on Reels yesterday. It's Dan DeSilva.
Is she serious right now?
So that takes a large chunk of the joy out of my life. Because I was actually having fun. cracking down on this. That just really tanked my experience. So now I low-key don't want to finish the book. But of course I will. Because I do not want to DNF Holly Jackson, okay? I don't want to do that to my queen. I'm not re-saying that. You get the yawn. So that really ruffled my feathers. And I do have feathers. Fun fact. I am part emu. Emo. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. That is my little update to you. Farewell and goodbye until the next one. I have gotten so much of this damn book spoiled on Reels. On Reels. The amount of times that I've got things of this book spoiled on Reels is insane. Like, you don't understand. People are being, like, inconspicuous with this. Bring the light back to my face, please. Maybe there was never any light to begin with. I have the song Don't Run Away from Let It Shine stuck in my head because I found a video of
stay
me
on topic, like,
having road
actually.
rage. Because this dang Tesla wouldn't move when I was trying to back out, and there was no car in front of it. If there's one thing about me, it is that I have never been nonchalant, and I will never be nonchalant, and I find that very beautiful. But the important thing here, is that I've gotten so much of this book spoiled on Reels. And I just remembered that, and that really ruffles my hypothetical, possibly real feathers. As I've said about 5 minutes ago, I just wanted to share that. And now my finger hurts because I've been hitting my bookshelf. I go like that for emphasis. Youch! I just did it again. Yeah. Okay, bye.
Oh my god,
So
she's
the
back.
question remains, what do? Do I not go on Reels until I finish the book? Or every time I see something book-related, shall I scroll? I don't know what to do in this situation. I guess I just stop interacting with everything. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder related? I don't know. Basically told me very loudly that Dan Da Silva is the DT killer and therefore Pip's stalker and therefore the person she kills. This could be like when I read The Naturals and I read like the last page wrong and I thought the killer was a completely different person, and then I actually found out that it wasn't that person, and I was like happily surprised because I was like, oh my god, holy crap, what the hex? And so I hope this happens with this one, but I really don't think it will. Yeah. Okay, bye. The answer to the question is I will not get off Reels. Sorry to my mind and to my mental well-being. I'm staying on Reels. Pip just got kidnapped. I just took a shower. You're gonna read with me. It's gonna be so much fun. It's not gonna be Daniel, is it? She's so smart. Okay, so it could be Jason Bell, hypothetically, and Pip could kill him and then do his murder on her podcast. That's a possibility. The other possibility, Jason Bell is doing this. Wait, I need to write this down. Okay, wait. Give me a sec. Pip kills him, puts on podcast. Okay, theory number 1. Theory number 2, Jason pretends to be DT for Dan. Protecting Dan Da Silva. Oh, Okay, so I guess he is the DT killer, but Pip kills him, so what's... Because I feel like I saw the Jason Bell's murder, like, pretty early on. So I'm wondering, like, how early she kills him. Maybe she kills him right now, and Ravi helps her hide the body? I knew it was Andy's hairbrush. I'm smarter than Pip. No, I'm just playing. She's way smarter than me, academically and otherwise. Water's magnificent. Pip just killed a man and I couldn't be more proud. Do you like the position we're in right now? Do you like how shiny my skin is because I'm moisturized? This is a very intimate moment between us. I just wanted to say that I love my life because I realized that the 2 times I thought I got a mystery spoiled for me in a mystery book, it ended up not being a real spoiler and I just took it wrong. So it happened with the Naturals, happened now with As Good as Dead, which I think is an amazing thing. Prediction. When Max Hastings is found guilty of Jason Bell's murder, Pip and Ravi contact each other again. That's my prediction. Let's get her done. She's gonna break up with Ravi. Fuck me. We can get married. Oh, whoa, buddy. Whoa. I was right. They're gonna not talk to each other until Max is found guilty. Roll the tapes. If I did say that, roll the tapes. If I didn't, don't roll the tapes, but keep this part in. Prediction. When Max Hastings is found guilty of Jason Bell's murder, Pip and Ravi contact each other again. This song is so good, and it's such a bad moment. Ain't no way she's talking to the Ravi in her head. Day 694, 69. Hey Sarge, remember me? 3 minutes. Okay, sorry I said nothing that entire time. That's my bad. I didn't really have anything to say. I was just sad and quietly reading. I didn't do anything funny either, so sorry about that. Review coming tomorrow. See you then. Gangsters. Review time! Let's review. So, this is one of the hardest things that I have ever read. Every time I opened this book, I had like a physical reaction because of how anxious it makes me and how much I feel reading it. And it's not like a good feeling. It's like I know I'm in for some bad feels and I'm not excited. I guess that's technically a good thing, you know? Like, oh, it made me feel so much. One thing that I didn't like was the mass amounts of F words. I feel like every other sentence had the F word in it, and that really threw me off. It just made it feel very unrealistic, you know? Everything else is fine. I gave it 3.75 stars out of 5. So that was that, just because it was so difficult to read. And I guess you could come out and say that because it was difficult to read, like, it wasn't boring to read, but like, because it was difficult to read, then that could be a good thing. But it really deterred me from wanting to read it. But I will say that a book being able to make me feel that is, you know, in some ways a good thing and in some ways a bad thing, in my opinion, and I have to recognize the good part about it. My official ranking of the trilogy is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder at 5 stars, Good Girl Gone Bad at 4 stars, and then As Good as Dead at 3.75 stars. So the first one's my favorite, but I looked at my StoryGraph and I have given 11 books 5 stars out of the ones that I put on StoryGraph, and I've also DNF'd 11 books. I got a good 5-star DNF ratio over here. Peace out, Girl Scout. I actually, fun fact, changed my ranking. So now the ranking is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, As Good as Dead, and then Good Girl Gone Bad. Thank you. Good night.